It's an incantation in Elvish, wishing good luck to the wearer.
This is the closest we'll get to walking on the red carpet. Like this.
What would you like me to say, please?
I would like for Christmas.
Nuzzling Bego. There are worse jobs.
What's the matter?
Oh, that was lovely. No, don't go.
That was the funnest. Thank you. I'm from Canada and I flew across the country to come here. I'm from Dunedin.
I'm coming from Czech Republic.
This is just insane.
And now for the flip side.
All we've heard over the last 3 days, and in fact over the last 4 years, is accolades about yourself, praise heaped on your person. How do you handle all of that?
I don't believe a word of it.
We're accredited for press screening, for junkets, for red carpet arrivals, for press conference, and I believe in here somewhere is our ticket to heaven.
Oh, hey, hang on, have I got one of them?
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the after party pass. We've already seen all sorts of famous people in the foyer, and right now there's a bus waiting to take us to the last instalment of The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King media screening.
But first, we had to make it through security.
They're scared I'm hiding weaponry in my ears. It's okay, look.
3 and a bit, emotionally grueling hours later, we were the first audience in the world to see Return of the King. Evie, how you feeling?
What? Oh my God. I laughed, not always when I was supposed to, I don't think. I cried like a baby. Oh, what a wonderful thing it is.
Congratulations, fantastic last one.
Thank you.
I cried, Peter.
I'm glad
I
to
don't
hear
often
it.
cry at a movie.
No.
I was emotionally wrecked after it. In fact, I think everyone that saw it was.
Oh, good.
It's actually quite hard not to be epic talking to you about it because it's such a big thing. I mean, what was the actual instance where you thought that could be a good movie? I think I'll do that.
Well, I can actually remember the instance. It was I was actually lying in bed on a Sunday morning in November '95, and we were doing post-production on the film called The Frighteners at that time, and we had all these computers that we got for The Frighteners, and I was lying in bed thinking, what could you make now that has always been impossible, but with all these computers, it's now, you know, achievable. And I thought, well, The Lord of the Rings.
Come, Master. Come to Smeagol.
This is your test. Every path you have trod through wilderness, through war, has led to this road.
Well, this is a thing unheard of. An elf will go underground, when a dwarf dare not. Oh, I'd never hear the end of it. The people of Wales have always loved you Kiwis, and the people of Britain remember very much the great debts that we owe to you in the past. Don't forget us. You let us into your hearts when we came here to make this film, and we go home with a great sadness in our heart because we shall miss you so much. Thank you from myself and from the rest of us, from the very bottom of our hearts. Thank you. Oh, trust me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What?
Oh my God!
I'm really pleased he said on his knee.
He didn't ask you, Mike.
Didn't ask him.
So, this is a very serious thing. No, I asked the questions, John. I asked the questions.
Come on.
Uncle John. Can I call you Uncle John?
Oh.
Uncle John, I understand that you're actually quite liberal with your advice, directing advice. I'm wondering, you know, with Peter during the movies, I'm wondering if there's any chance that you might be getting an Oscar next year for directing.
I hope that Peter does.
Yes.
He's
very deserving, isn't he?
He's a marvelous director. He is He's got everything a great director needs to be a great director. He's got the whole palette of talents. Now, you've only got 5 minutes, and I could spend about 4 hours telling you in some detail what a great director needs. This man is a director of real genius, and it has been a pleasure and a delight and a learning experience. I've never known anyone with that consistency of temperament over that period of time. He has got everything. Are you you're New Zealander or?
Yes.
Well, you should be so
Kia ora,
proud.
aye. We're actually very proud to be Kiwis now.
Yeah, that's the first thing we thought when we walked out of the screening yesterday after seeing the third one. I mean, it was just amazing, and it felt like for us the journey had ended as well, you know. We weren't in the movie, but it felt like you were.
You could have been. Look at those ears, Mike.
Liv never asked me to sit on her knee. I'm not talking anymore. Carry on. We've got a minute left, Evie.
The precious is mine!
There's more that we could do with like your foot on his thigh. If you've got your this film actually was the hardest to post-produce. I mean, it just ended up being the most complicated of the three. It's the most emotional, so you have this great personal story, but it also has all these visual effect shots. You know, we ended up, I mean, when we started out in 1998, we thought there were going to be about 375 CG shots, and we actually got that on some of our early planning and bits of paper, you know, and it ended up being 1,500, and the film kind of expands and grows, and that's one of the fun things about doing it, is that it has had this organic quality, that it's, you know, you've had, I mean, we shot it 4 years ago, I've had 4 years to think about it, and the battles have sort of gotten a little bit bigger in the last 4 years.
This day, we fight!
I know you filmed them all at the same time, but, you know, did you have to change much in the last one to, you know, sort of in response to what had happened with the first two, for any reason?
Not really. I mean, most of the film was actually pretty much set, and we had to do a lot of shooting this year, and a lot of it revolving around visual effects shots. I mean, you know, we hadn't shot anything, for instance, of the big elephant battle. And so we had to shoot that entirely this year from nothing. Elephants, thank you. Well, yes, elephants, thank you. Thank you. I'll remember that. And but you know, but we did certainly, we shot stuff with actors. We enhanced the different storylines. The most emotional scenes we already had done 4 years ago, like, you know, the Frodo and Sam stuff.